We are now live streaming. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Hi, Jade.
Hello, Shane. And
Oh,
Ben.
wait a minute. Got it. All right, we are live.
No.
All right. I am working. Let me get this all straightened out real quick. Okay. Whew. Jade, this is Jeff. This is Jade, better known on YouTube as her world famous channel is called Flying Flamingo Jade. She is phenomenal.
Okay.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, ma'am.
It's so Jeff, wait a minute, I got somebody else. All right, I think I got almost everybody in here now. All right, so tonight's show is going to be about two things. I have a huge announcement towards the near end of this. Am I centered? Okay. At the end of this live here, I'm going to let everybody know a big thing that's going to be changing here. Tonight, I have a special guest who is doing something that is going to make this show very hard for me to do because I'm going to try doing it without crying, to be honest with you. So with that being said, this fine gentleman here that I have as a guest tonight has started a scholarship for two, in the name of two people that he's known that have both are no longer with us, but he's doing a scholarship for them. And one of them happens to be my son. He contacted me on Facebook. He actually was a coach for Gage in middle school for track, and actually, I believe, Jeff, if I'm correct, Kaylee, my daughter, was one of your students, plus on the track team as well.
Yeah, she was on the track team. Also, she was very involved in cheerleading at Johnson as well. And she was involved with Johnson at O'Galley High School as well.
Right. So I ended up volunteering my time as a parent coach, if you will. And that's where I met Jeff for the track team. Man, I'm going to get through this. It's not going to be easy. So anyways, Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself and your teaching history and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. My name is
Hold on.
my name is Jeff Cheatrons. I was born July 4th, 1958 in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, I know it's July 4th. Yeah, it took me 10 years before I realized they weren't celebrating my birthday, and that's just how I was. But then I realized, oh, it's the nation's birthday too. I graduated in 1976, and one of the scholarships I set up is the Bill Moore Citizenship Scholarship Fund. That's at North Canton Hoover High School. I've gotten the permission from his widow, and I'm going to do a show in regards to him with a lot of his pictures and the setup for that account, as well as Gage. So I did the one for Gage, which I might do another one to promote this even further. I ended up joining the United States Marine Corps, spent 8 years in active and active reserve duty, left, came out, and basically became a history teacher. And that's where I'm going to make this short because I don't want to talk too long about this. But I'm now a retired history teacher, and I just wanted to. I've done Toys for Tots. I've done a lot of other volunteer work. But once I started this podcast that I have, which is America Under Stress, America Under Siege, I felt that I needed to do something for the community, which I've always tried to do because that's how I was raised. And that's just the way it was. And that's why I set up these two scholarships. One's for Gage Robbins and the other one is for Bill Moore. And basically, I wore costumes. I had 40, 50 costumes. I stood up on chairs. I had reenactments for the other schools. So I tried to make it fun. I tried to make it interesting. And now I'm retired. I don't want to do the day-to-day grind of filling out all these reports and playing politics all the time, which unfortunately, that's what you got to do. Today in education, it's not just teaching kids anymore. It's about playing the game. And I don't like playing games. I just rather get something done, help somebody move on. So, but the reason why I set up these 2 scholarships, I'll spend most of my time with Gage, but the reason why I set up the one for Bill is that he did the same thing as Gage. He came up to somebody, I seen him do this. Gage came up to people that he didn't know to try to help them out. Bill Moore did the same thing. He came up to me, I was an oddball. I didn't get along with people. He came up to me in my junior year and just, how's it going? He started talking to me. I joined the Steward of Education Clubs of America. He was on that too. He treated me with respect. He treated me with kindness. He was on the football team. He was very popular. And my life changed for the better because Bill Moore helped me out and treated me with respect, which is what Gage did all the time. Okay. And that's why I'm setting up Bill Moore Scholarship. But now I'm going to get to Gage. I had a lot more information about him lately because they sent me pictures. But Gage made a difference at school, at Johnson Middle School. And I know he did it at Oak Valley High because that's just the way the kid was. And get through this, Shane, the best you can, because I told him off the air. He got that from his family. I treat people with respect. I treat my community with respect because that's how my mom and my dad did things. And that's Gage is who he is because of Shane and his mom. And I wanted to honor his life by constantly, every single year, that there is a scholarship in his name, and that it's a citizenship scholarship, means you're helping out your community as a positive citizen. That's the whole purpose of the Bill Moore Scholarship and the Gage Robbins Scholarship. So that's very briefly the gist of it, why I'm doing this. And I'm just, I have several funding streams that I'm setting up. So if you want to help out, that's fine. But I'll get into more details when it comes to the other funding streams, because I just make sure that this will stay active for a long, long time so we can remember Gage.
So let me ask you something, Jeff. For each year, how many students get picked for this scholarship?
Just one. Right now, it's just one. Right
Right.
now, it's just right now. Basically, what I did was on the phone today, I called up. I had a real hard time talking to Valley High School today. I left several messages. I talked to people around Mr. Salmon. Mr. Salmon is the principal of the school, and the person I'm supposed to deal with is the athletic director at O'Galley High School. I got messages into there. I talked to some people a lot there, but I'll be getting in touch with them more in the next coming days. So I'll get you more information there. But I did get a hold of the school where I went to high school, which is North Canton, Ohio, in Stark County, Ohio, which is right outside the Pro Football Hall of Fame, actually. The Pro Football Hall of Fame was right a couple miles down the street from my high school. So I got a hold of her, but they have treasuries and they have accounts that they can send the money to. And basically they have a tax number. And once I set that up for Bill Moore, I want to set it up for Gage as well through O'Galley High School. That way you have your tax number right away, and they'll give that to you. You'll get confirmation of any money that you donate to that school. Schools are all the same when it comes to scholarships, pretty much. So once I have that information for you, I will make sure that you get that, so that for your tax purposes, because it'll help you out there. You know.
So as of right now, we're not set up. We're just kind of letting everybody know. Is this correct?
I do have 2 accounts set up, one for Gage and one for Bill. They're on the Cash Apps on my podcast. If you want to, and they were specifically set up for those accounts. Okay. One, I applied for a 503c nonprofit thing, but it's going to take me a while before they approve that stuff. I can get this set up through the schools a lot quicker. That's what they told me on the phone at North Canton. So I'm assuming is a bad thing to do when it comes to money. But once I get everything locked down for Gage, but the money that was sent to me already is in that Cash App, and that's where it stays. Okay. And I'm not moving anything so that everybody feels comfortable with this. Because as a history teacher, as someone that's been around a little while, when it comes to money, some people get weird. Rightfully so. It's their money. They want to make sure it goes for the right reasons. All right. I'll give you my Marine prompt. So it's set up for both accounts. So once it goes in there, that's where it goes. Okay. But
All right,
I'm
so
trying to
as
get
of
to- Go ahead. Sorry.
as of right now, it's not set up as a tax deduction. But we can donate to, what is it called again? Can someone in the on the board or the panel here put this in the chat for me, please? What is it called, Jeff?
The Gage Robbins Citizenship Scholarship Fund. That's what it's called.
And how?
Gage Robbins
No, no.
Citizen. Go ahead.
Right, but I'm saying, how does someone donate to it now
Oh,
if
okay.
they're willing?
Basically, you can donate it to, right now, it's set up so it goes to those cash apps, which is under my name.
Okay,
More and more
So-
I thought about this, the more and more I thought about this, the more and more I can feel people out there saying, why is it in his name? Being a history teacher and being a person of this world is that I know people are going to question people's motives. That's not my deal here. I just want to honor Gage. So if you send it to
Right.
Cash Apps and if you send it to me via check or money, or just send it to my name and it'll go in that account. One donation I got from somebody else on this is it went to my podcast, and that went in there because it's under my name. So basically that's going to sit there until the schools get set up and you get the tax numbers, and I'm going to move it into those accounts, and I'll let everybody know when that happens. So it's set up. You can donate right now off the podcast that I do, and it's not going to go anywhere until May 2nd for North Canton Hoover High School. They give the scholarship to the winner there. I'm still waiting for the date for O'Galley High School as well. They haven't given me a date of when they're going to do that. So when that happens, I'll make sure the money is there, and I want to be there to present it to whoever the winner is in the name of Gage, because you're getting some money from in memory of an awesome young man. So I want them to know that when they give out the first scholarship. So
Jeff, can you tell me what your YouTube channel name is slowly so that everyone here can
Okay.
get it done?
America under distress, siege. How I open up my show is, welcome back. This is America under distress, America under siege. That's America under distress, siege. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. And since I'm a history teacher, I'm just trying to show many areas that are causing this country distress, which is almost everything in almost every single category: religion, education, social life, law enforcement, government systems, labor relations, all those 6 areas. Because it's just taught each week, it's another one. But then I sort of realized I was doing all this stuff for just telling people what I think is causing this country distress. Help out the community. That's what I did when I was a teacher. That's what I did when I was a kid. That's what I did when I was in the Marine Corps. Toys for Tots. So I said, okay, I need to do a scholarship for people to go to school because I'm a teacher. I like giving out scholarships. When I was teaching, I passed out some when I was teaching. So who are the 2 people that touched me the most during my 10, 11 years as a teacher at Johnson and also in high school and other places? Who touched me when I was in high school? That's where I came up with a name for Gage. He did. Your son did. Get through this because he deserves all the accolades that he gets, Shane. He does. I wish we had a lot more people. Go ahead.
Hey, Jeff, someone put in your business address, which is ironic because if you probably throw something over your back fence, you'll hit my house.
Really? You're back over there? Okay. So if you check
that's hilarious.
Okay. I could have just went to your house and done it at your house.
I know.
Yeah.
I listen. I just saw it and started. Oh, I just started chuckling when I saw that.
You saw the address?
Yes.
It's not. All right.
Jeff, Jeff, are you kidding me? I listen to your wife talk on the back porch every night.
You do? Babe,
I live behind you.
you do? Joy, I'm actually
Yes.
gonna try to get her over here, but I don't know if she's gonna want to come on here.
He lives right there. He lives behind us. It's the lady
You
that
live
sits
right
out
back
back in.
there?
I live behind you with a Rottweiler in the backyard.
That's your house?
Listen,
She's come here.
Jeff, walk out back. I'm going to yell at you right now. Watch this. This is freaking hilarious.
Oh, good Lord.
Unbelievable, guys. That is amazing. This world is so small.
No, I'm just thinking Jeff's probably thinking, well, my property values just decreased.
I love
If I
it.
only knew.
What a small world. Oh my gosh. I'm like almost crying. This is like so awesome.
My God, that girl in here that goes by Flying Flamingo looks like my wife. She looks like I live here.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, just
Oh
look
my
at her.
God. She's beautiful. You
I'm
better
going to
see
say
her.
hi to
Hello.
everybody while we're on the spotlight, all of us except for Shane now.
She's
So
a
hi,
keeper.
Angela. Hi, Jim, CR120,
Hi,
DP Dude,
Krista.
Hey,
LB.
everybody.
Everybody, I
Krista?
can't.
Hello, all my
Krista's
friends.
not- Oh, hi,
Hello, all my
Krista.
friends and Eric.
Party in the house.
Texas made food. Hi.
Grandpa's already in bed. Good
Oh,
Lord,
Paralyzed
Grandpa.
PPG.
It
Hello.
was a rough day. My dogs even said it was a rough day. Rough.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if
Okay.
what I'm trying to tell you, if this money doesn't go where it's supposed to, I know where the guy lives. I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness.
That's the property of the gauge.
That is hilarious.
It ain't saying
Okay.
much because when you yelled out your back door, I heard you.
That's because of the internet.
Wow.
Oh,
So she, well, like I told Shane, it's like, you want to come here? Here she comes.
Hello.
This is my wife. This is Josephine. She's from Pampanga, Philippines, Angelo City. So that when she's speaking Talaga, which is Filipino, I don't even understand. Shane.
So you hear me?
So he hears you talking to your
I
family.
hear you every night talking to someone on the phone every night.
Oh,
I don't know what you're saying, but I can hear you.
And he's the father of Gaze, the student that the track student,
Uh-huh.
and then his daughter was in one of my classes too.
Oh.
So it's kind of, you know, here.
Aray ko. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So, well, I won't have to go very far to find out. I won't have to text you anymore on Facebook. I'll just go knock on my door.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, right.
Yes, sir.
I got a question. Does this explain the property values not being where they're supposed to be because of your neighbor?
Actually, okay, I think it gets in Shane there, but basically the property value of my house has actually gone up about $25,000 in the last year, so I'm actually okay with it. And
Now,
now
there you
since
go.
Yeah, right.
he knows I know he's behind me, it'll go up some more.
Yeah, right. Okay, so does anybody in the chat or on the panel have a question for Jeff?
I do. Where does this scholarship get applied to?
Well, basically it'll apply to any student that wants to is going to graduate from their school for their educational purposes. Many scholarships, when I said this person won a scholarship, and I never set up one myself. Basically, it has to be for the educational purposes. I don't just want to hand them a check and say, have fun. They'll have a party. They're still high school kids. They're still 18, 19 years old. It'll be applied to the school once they pick a school, and then basically that's how their money will be applied for their educational purposes,
Okay.
not for personal use.
So,
that
Jeff,
what you're
can I
asking?
invite you?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Jeff. Let me ask you. Once we get this all set up, can I invite you back to
Sure.
drop the link or what have you, addresses, all that, on the show, and then we can redo this and kind of get things rolling. Because I'm with everyone else when it comes to just giving money out. It's
Yeah.
kind of nowadays it's a little iffy. Which I know you. I've worked with you with being I guess a parent coach on the track
Right.
team for
Right.
the middle school here. I know you're a good guy.
But no,
I've already
you know
talked
that-
to. I talked to the principal at Galley High School. He told me everything's on the up and up. So the only reason I went with this at this point here is because I've already done a little bit of checking in on everything and making sure, it
Yeah.
was
Right.
Not that
And I'm
I'm calling
checking-
anybody a bad guy. I'm just trying to make everybody else feel at ease that anything that's donated, whatnot, is going to go towards a good citizenship scholarship for a kid that is like the two people that we have the scholarships names in.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Shane, if I could just add, I want to thank you, Jeff, for putting together the video that you did the other day and describing the scholarship and the meaning behind it and what that means in your community to lift someone else up like that. And there's no doubt that the money's going to the right place now. I just look forward as well to future years when you have that 50c3 set up so that when myself and other people contribute, it can be matched by their companies. And that's only going to grow the scholarship over time. So I
You're
thank
right.
you for that effort. I thank you for the words that you shared. And if you wanted to share any of that tonight and talk a little bit about Gage, I think this audience would really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, okay, I gave you one example in the hallways where he went up to somebody that was having a hard time. He was being bullied. He was being picked on. And he went up to him. Gage went up to this other young guy. He was being bullied. He stepped into it and basically said, I'm your friend. He didn't know this kid. He just went out of his way to help somebody else. That's what Bill Moore did to me in North Canton, Ohio back in '75. It meant so much to me at being an oddball, which I was in those days. I'm still an oddball, I'll admit it. But seeing him do that, it warmed my heart to see that there are actually people that are raised the right way and that will help out their community. I am so proud that I'm actually be able to do this in his name. And also in track, there was many times when he was on the track team where he'd always help people out. He'd always volunteer for work. He'd always, if we needed something cleaned up, he's running out there. If somebody else was struggling with a stretch, he would get up and he went over there and help the stretch. And what his father, Shane, was actually helping somebody else out. He was a parent coach. He came with Shane and his other daughter, but she was on the track team too. And he didn't see this stuff, but Gage did it on his own. That's very special to me, that you don't have to ask somebody to do something nice.
So Jeff,
Good.
can I ask a
Yes,
question? A couple
Sure.
of us in the chat have questions on what's going to be the criteria, or is that going to be up to Shane and Krista? Is it going to be track or wrestling, or any kids that maybe have an award or like you're saying, helping out another student, through a rough day, where they're put down on a list
Okay.
for a possible.
What I've decided to do now, what I did was I went online and found out, I got a blank copy of what is a normal scholarship citizenship award. I'm taking that and adjusting it to fit the essence and the criteria of this one, which is what I said, helping other people out, acts of kindness. I'm going to be putting in there people that may not have money to go to college, things like that. And I have no problem bringing Krista involved in this, Shane involved in this process. I'm doing the same thing with Andy Sweargy Moore, which is up in North Canton, Ohio, because she's married to him. And I'll make sure that this fits everything the family wants to do. I do want to bring into academics, standing in the community, financial situation where they may need the money to go to college. All those things will be put into the scholarship. And Shane and Krista will be a part of that, definitely. In that formulation. Because I've already promised the school in North Canton and at O'Galley.
Head southeast, then turn left.
Will, hit mute, Will. Sorry, Jeff.
It's all right.
When you get,
Okay.
go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, it's just that I'll get that all together and I'll put it together and I'll bring it over to your house since I don't have to send it to you. I'll just go knock on your door and upset your Rottweilers. So I can go back there and send it to you and you look at it. If there's anything you want to put in there, any concern that you want to put in there to the scholarship so that it gets done there, I will do that. So that's definitely, you're the lead on this because this is for your son. This is
Yes.
a
So
memory for your
Shane,
son.
are you
This
gonna
is a-
have the?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Shane, are you gonna have them apply and do like an essay type thing? Or I'm just trying to think of, when I was in school and possible scholarships and stuff like that, you had to apply.
Right. Basically, this will be.
I have no input on
Okay.
other than a good person, helpful. Everything that Jeff's already explained, I'm thrilled with because it sounds exactly like my son. My son doing an essay wasn't going to happen. Wouldn't happen. that boy literally did. He was so smart that he would literally do the bare minimum that it required just to make it by. And it would make us so mad because he would already do all of his schoolwork for the week and then be like, Mom, I don't have to go to school today because I already did all my work. No, you still have to go. He's like, why? He was so smart. I don't think he was actually truly challenged.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But just being a good person, anytime that somebody was having a bad day, he would pick up on it. And so when we had our celebration for life for Gage, we had to have it at an auditorium that held over 800 people. We had a fire marshal at the door counting people as they came in to make sure that we did not go over the capacity of the building. We were streaming. I think over 2,000 people around the world were watching the celebration for life. And the people at the end that came up and was speaking about Gage always said, I was miserable. I had, nothing to really be happy about. And then I'd walk in and there's Gage smiling with a big hug for me. And it was males, it was females. Anybody that was having a bad day, Gage was always there for them. And it just truly, when Jeff messaged me on Facebook about this, I was just like, this is awesome. This is exactly what Krista and I would like to have as a remembrance of Gage, is every year giving somebody a scholarship in his name would be phenomenal for us. So Jeff, I can't thank you enough for coming up with this idea and thinking of our son. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. To answer the question for the lady that mentioned, I want to make sure I give her an answer, is that one of the things I did in my classes, even though I had to have written work, I had to do all the things that the state of Florida and the federal government told me to do. I knew certain people couldn't do certain things. Like you, Shane, you said, my son's going to write an essay. That's not going to happen. And there's people like that. And I don't have a problem if you don't want to write an essay, send in a video. I allow that in my classes. If you wanted to put up, if you wanted to do a PowerPoint, why? But if you want to write it out, fine. There will be categories of what is accepted in that scholarship, and that will be done, and that will be turned into the school in the middle or the end of January, and this will be distributed at the end of the school year, which is at the end of 2022. So that way, if you wanted to apply for scholarships, so I'm just telling you, this will be set up for anybody who's graduating this year at the end of 2022 from Valley High School. They can apply as of February 1st. That is lockdown goal that'll be done. So I'll be just setting it up, going through Shane and Krista to have all that stuff that you approve of. Again, this is it for your son. I want you to see every
Right.
single thing that goes out in the name of your son, because that's important to me. You're on board with this. So that will be done. So by February 1st, a couple months before you graduate, then after this is set up, I'm going to actually have it set up so that if you graduated in December, some people graduate early. Some people
Right.
graduate in December instead of in May, depending on how many courses they take. And they can come back for next year. What I want to do is the people that graduate in December apply for the scholarship. If they get it, it'll always be distributed at the end of the year graduation. But if it's somebody that wanted in December, I'll make sure they get credit then too. So all these things are being taken involved in, like the thing with the video. Send me a video. Why do I think I deserve this? These are my acts of citizenship, or however you want to put it. You don't have to just write an essay. Okay. That's what I did when I was a teacher. I was very lenient with how they turned in work because I wanted to see if they understood the material. And then that's one way to do it. Some people are stink at taking tests. Some people just stink at writing essays, but they still got to learn how to do it. That's
Right.
the way of the world. It's still the way of the world. So, but
Well-
I'll have. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
Yeah, she's actually in the school circuit herself, if you
Okay.
will.
Okay.
So yeah, this is super awesome. Jeff, once we get everything set up and figured out, I'll have you come back on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just have you sit in here with me and we
Yeah.
can do it from here.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine. I just want to make sure that I come across to you that you know me, I know your family, I know your kids. I taught one of your daughters, and I knew your son. It's all thumbs up and up here. But again, I'll make sure that everything's legitimate. It'll be out there for like February 1st so they can apply. This will happen. You already checked me out, which I fully expected you to, because that's why I wanted to have all my ducks in a row before I came on here. So it's like, that's why I checked with the schools today. I'm having a little harder time to get a hold of Mr. Salmon, but you already checked. He's all on the up and up. So, and
Right.
I'll make sure that, and what I want to do is when I pass out this award, I would like everybody in your family to be present, because I would love to have you guys, you and Krista there, and your kids, and Gage's nieces and nephews. I know he has some now. So,
Yep.
yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's
All right.
okay.
Do we have any more questions or in the chat for Mr. Jeff here or anybody on the panel? If not, we will get on with the jokes and the being goofy and from a big
One last thing.
what's that?
I've never
Go
been
ahead, Jeff.
parasailing. I've never been parasailing.
Well, it's
I've never been-
paragliding, but paragliding's a whole
I've never
different.
done that. I need to pay somebody to do that. I don't think my wife will,
Yeah.
but okay. I'll let you go finish with your show. Thank you for letting me come on here. I hope I answered your questions, and I will definitely make sure this is on the up and up, and you'll get all the information you need. So I'm going to start taking Filipino so I can understand my wife.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jeff. I just want to let you know, I
Thank you,
did
Jeff.
share your YouTube channel with the video also that you just did this last week, okay?
Thank you. Did I answer your questions before?
Yep, and there's just a couple guys also asking, the questions about it also. So yeah, you answered our questions.
Okay. I wanted to make sure and I'll make sure these things will get out there to Shane, through Shane. So basically everybody knows it's on the up and up, because being a retired history teacher, I understand. There's a lot of things out there that we have to deal with as educators that are not on the up and up. And I'm not one of them, but I'll make sure everybody's happy with the work that I do for Gage, because I'm definitely going to do it for Gage for the right reasons. Okay. I appreciate your questions.
Well, you're an awesome man for doing that. Thank you for
Thank you,
Shane
ma'am.
and
Yes, sir.
Krista.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm planning a couple of shows myself, so I'll have a couple new ones out on the topics that cause distress. I'll let you go. Enjoy your jokes, and I'll check them later for the joke section too. I can leave it with you.
All right, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
I just stopped this video. I've never had to remove somebody. I guess I just did. Okay, well, so as awesome that is, I didn't know I was going to do as well as I did getting through that. Somebody talking positive about a kid of yours is awesome. Talking positive about a kid that's no longer here is even better. So, with that being said, here are some changes that are coming to this channel. I, as a husband and as a father, have been a little distracted between doing the 2 shows during the week that I do, and then the Wednesday night show. I am going to be stepping down unless needed for Monday nights. If Sean, if you don't have enough people on the panel, what have you, I will be more than happy to jump in. I've got so much housework that needs to be redone. I've got a bathroom in this game room. My bathroom's not usable other than the bathroom or the toilet and the sink. The shower is no good, and it's been that way for a while, and I have not had time to get to it. With that all being said, I also need to get to the gym because I'm trying to actually work on my health. That's one of the reasons why I've been losing the weight that I have lost, and I'd like to lose the rest of it and maybe gain it all back with a little bit of muscle. So I can't get off work at 4 or 5:30 in the afternoon, go to the gym for 2 hours, cook dinner, and be on the show. Plus, I don't really put out any videos because I don't honestly have time to do them. So Tuesday nights, I think I'm just going to do the first Tuesday of every month, starting what is this? Starting the beginning of November, I will do the first Tuesday of every month, starting November. And while I'm not doing a show, I think I have somebody who would like to do a Tuesday night hangout show. Does that person want to speak up now?
No,
Is he
not
still
really.
asleep? Oh. I didn't know if you were sleeping or not.
Nope, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a Tuesday night hangout, and then when Shane comes back when he wants to do it, he will take back over. It's just a place for us all to hang out. We'll keep it going.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I may.
I totally understand, dude. It takes a lot of your time. I appreciate you jumping on my show when you do. I definitely appreciate it. But no, you don't need to jump on if you got a bunch of stuff to do. There's a lot of people out there that would love to just jump on and hang out and be on my show. You can jump on, of course, anytime you want to, but my show should never feel like like you have to. It's just like this. If you get the chance, jump on. If you don't, no problem, buddy.
Right. Yeah, I'm not feeling like I have to, but I got so much stuff to do, and I got to work on myself, and my wife and I, we want to spend a little bit more time together. I never watch Sunday night show. Thursday night show, I haven't been on forever. I just don't have the time. I'm always catching up at work, watching the YouTube shows that I normally watch. At home, I find myself watching at work when I can, but I've got so much crap to do, and my front let's not talk about the front door. When I came home today and went to walk through the front door, and someone's big ass Rottweiler had the runs and decided to decorate the doorstop, the threshold, the tile. It was super awesome. And the day before I came home and someone went in the trash, someone else's 115-pound Rottweiler got out the turkey breast bone, plate bone, whatever, chest plate, whatever, and chewed it all over my couch. That was awesome. So, yeah, I haven't even walked my dog in months because I have no time. I don't have the time. And it's
Hey, Shane.
becoming just what?
If you had a Roomba, it would have cleaned up that dog mess.
Oh, it would have. I got news for you. It was okay. So if any of y'all know, I'm kind of a little bit of a germaphobe. I've never drank after my kids. I've never eaten after my kids. I've never kissed them on the lips. My kids will come up to me and, hey, Dad, can I have a sip of your drink? And I'm like, yeah. And they fountain it because they know I beat them senseless if they put their lips on my drink. So to clean up dog crap that is like Hershey's, whatever, all over everything was horrendous for me. I should have videotaped it because it'd have been hilarious for you guys because I was gagging the entire time. I thought I was going to have to clean up my lunch. That was going to show itself.
You won't
It
even
was
empty
horrible.
your black tank.
No, I empty it, but from a distance. Usually, like, Krista, pull that thing over there. Yeah, there you go. Pull that. Yeah, see, I drain it. It's just.
Shane, I
Oh,
know what
man.
you're talking about with the Hershey thing, because when our Scar dog was sick before we had to put him down, he was doing the same thing, and Eric was.
Mm-mm. It is so. I just can't handle it. I literally, this is no exaggeration. I've changed one dirty diaper on each kid, and that was it ever. Just so you know, I just couldn't do it. Took me 15 minutes, 18 things of baby wipes, spacesuit, and I think a broom. It was all involved, but I can't do it, man.
And the time that you're
It's-
away will miss you, but I will support any decision you make. I know it's a lot of work to put on a show. I can tell.
Well, no, Jade actually puts effort in her show. I just show up and just start running my mouth. But it's still, I mean, between
It's time
Monday
away
night,
from other things. I got
right?
it.
And I actually prefer, to be honest with you, I actually prefer Krista to be on Wednesday nights because it really helps her from her normal routine. And I really do appreciate Jade, you having her on because it's kind of making things a little easier. To answer a question in the chat real quick, Tony, the question is, Shane, you hunt and gut deer? No. Tony have no problem being elbow deep, pulling trails out, no problem. If the thing peed or pooped, I'm out. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I can't handle it. But I have no problems gutting an animal, and it's all good. All right. So as of this show is going to be my last show until the first Tuesday of every month. And from then, I want to get into, and I've told you guys this before, doing the paramotor man. Well, actually, we can't really see right now because it's dark there. But the paramotor guys that Eric gave everybody, I want to do a little 45 1-minute clips, little series with them, showing them flying around, talking like he's flying, and use your imagination kind of thing. I want to start doing that, and I don't really put out videos anymore other than doing lives, and I don't just want to do lives. I want to start putting out videos. Last night watching Monday Night Show and being on the show, Will was talking about his editing and stuff, and you know what? I need to spend more time doing that as well. Unfortunately, none of that's going to happen until that bathroom that bathroom got to get done first. The bathroom is, oh, listen, I hear, hey, we still have that tile for the bathroom that we bought. Yes, Krista, it didn't just walk off. Oh, okay. Do you want to see the cabinets that I picked out for the sink or the vanity? Sure. Okay, Krista, great. Should I order it now, Shane? Wait a little bit longer. 2 days later, hey, can I order that vanity? No, not yet.
So
Those are subtle hints of you need to get off your ass and get that done without her saying get off your ass and get that done.
okay, so how about a few of us that are in the trades or know how to do something come down and we slam this thing out? It'll be the weekend renovation crew.
And girls will just leave the house.
But you have to
Yeah.
save the wax wing. You have to save the wax ring for Shane.
Okay, so Will, obviously, that cannot pronounce the wax ring, is not invited.
Wax ring.
Well, we got to do something like that because that wouldn't be too hard to do. The other thing is you brought up the little paramotor people. So the people that got paramotor people, those were Clay. Shane did
Right.
ask me to order up some more paramotor people. And I am going to do that. The new ones, though, are not clay. They are actually just a formed plastic because of COVID. Clay got expensive. I don't know. But anyways, they don't make the clay ones anymore. So if anybody would like the little paramotor guys that we get, I will tell you, and I am not making any money. They're $35 a piece. I have no problem doing a pre-buy. I might be able to get them for a little cheaper. I was buying them at 10 at a time. But if anybody would like one, just let me know and I will get one. I will send it to you and hopefully you'll pay me.
And they're worth every
Yeah,
penny.
Yeah, they're pretty
Oh,
cool.
they are. They're a damn distraction if they're hanging from your mirror. I will tell you that because I can't tell you how many little bumps I've hit and the paramotor guy starts swinging. I'm like, right brake, left brake, hands up, hands up. And then I talked to the guy. I talked to that paramotor guy, which is what gave me the idea in the first place, all the time. And I'm the only one in the truck, but I'm having a conversation. Krista's in the truck, and I'm still having a conversation with the thing, telling it how to get out of the spiral that it's in. It's hilarious.
Josh Perry asked, and DP, it's not a lady that makes them. It's a guy that makes them over in Bulgaria, and they send them to Wisconsin, believe it or not. And then, yeah, our instructor actually strings them and paints them and gets them out to us. Now, Josh Perry was asking, what is the little paramotor guy? The only person in the car is Will. Will, can you show them your little paramotor guy?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not, but
They hang from the mirror and they're actually, ours are clay, but the new ones are plastic. Yeah, they're a mold.
can you see it at all?
There is one
Can you-
person that we can kind of see it. Can you pull over and turn on your lights? Can you actually
Yeah.
pull over, get out of your car and shine it in front of your headlight?
I'll go ahead and get in my car real quick and show you. Hold on, so Will doesn't have to do anything.
Stop in the middle of the interstate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that. I'm over here. I'm at the house and I can turn on my lights and show you. So this is the paramotor guy right here. It's in my car. It's hanging here all the time. And apparently he let go one of the brakes because he let go one of the brakes and he hasn't grabbed onto it in about a month or so. So we're gonna have to fix that.
There you
But
go.
the little paramotor guy
That's cool.
and the string and the wing. And believe it or not, when I do classes and I try to teach people about, pulling, brakes and using the wing, I use this a lot to show the angle of attack and what the paramotor guy does. So I mean, this thing has been used a lot, and I love it. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Look how detailed he is. You can see a wooden prop and his shoelaces.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
that
Let me see if you can see this. So you can see shoelaces, the prop. It's all colored. It's really, really detailed. And if you look really closely, you can see him blinking. Look at him. He's blinking. That's awesome. How does that even work like that? I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually text him tonight and get some. Yeah, this weekend I'll be heading down to lower part of Wisconsin and hopefully be picking him up. I think he will have 10. So,
Well, Shane, I want to see you do the commentation with that guy because I think that'll be hilarious. But hey,
oh yeah, I'm
I'll
trying.
miss your show on Tuesdays. I know we all will miss it when you're not here, but thank you, Eric, for picking that up, and Shane for everything you've done with this show on Tuesday nights.
Sure.
well, I'll tell you, I'm not picking this up by myself. So y'all better be there. This is not just one person deal. This is all of us.
He's like, I will find you.
Exactly.
Why are you not here, Paramount?
The other message there is we have to find balance, right? Because we're trying to fly and we're trying to be with our family and we're trying to be healthy and we're trying to do something with videos. I mean, it gets to be too much at times. So, hey,
Sure.
if you got to take a step back, do what's right for you, and we'll be here.
I appreciate that. What channel is Tuesday nights moving to, by the way? What's that channel name?
Is that going to be PPG Lear?
.com?
Yeah, .com, I guess. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. It's going to be up to Jade to hook me up. I'll just sit there and talk.
Well, Jade better hook you up before tonight's over with, because everybody's got to go to your channel, click on it, hit the bell, hit the subscription button, and go from there.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
So yeah,
Well,
that's
Eric-
where we will be. And I'm doing it because we all have a connection, and these shows, all of these shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, all these shows help out people one way or the other.
That's right.
If it's not a support, it's educational, it's informative. So that's why, even though, Shane, when Shane told me this, that he's gonna be, kind of stepping back a little bit every month, it was kind of like, well, wait a minute, we rely on these shows. Number one reason is this, to stay in contact with our friends. The other reasons is because it is very informative. We all learn something every time we watch the show. So, that's why we're trying to that's why we want to keep this going. We don't really want this show to fade away. So
There you go.
we'll just continue to move forward.
That's right. I know I started following Robert, I think 2017-ish, something like that, and then I really, if it wasn't for the, watching the shows and everything, I mean, I picked up a lot of the lingo and what, people would be talking about, and then I'd be like, what's that mean? Now I know what a lot of the stuff means, so I don't look silly or whatever, going, what's an LZ, or what's this, what's that? Or if I don't know, I ask. But yeah, the shows are there's a lot of stuff to learn on. I'm always fascinated with everything.
Well, I also was thinking earlier today, when Eric starts doing the Tuesday night show, I can join, but not be involved in the show. I could just have my camera up and you guys can watch me destroy my bathroom. That would be fun.
Oh yeah. DIY.
Hey, I thought we were gonna be watching some Richard Simmons stuff going on.
No, that's on Saturday nights on my other channel. No one knows about that. Thanks.
That would be funny.
But yeah, I'm needing to. I've done 6 years of not really taking care of myself, and I need to change that. I know why I'm so sluggish, and I know why it's hard to get off this couch, and I need to change that. With my health insurance, I get free health. I get a free gym membership and everything. My whole family does. So it's just, I mean, there's really no excuse of why I am sitting on this couch every single night. So between that, working on the house, there's just going to be no time. And that first week and a half of going to the gym is the worst because you get so exhausted. I'll get home in enough time to make dinner, take a shower, and go to bed. I'll be literally exhausted. I won't even be up, well, maybe a little later than now, but it'll just be in time to eat, take a shower, and go to bed. That first week and a half, every time I've ever gone back to the gym, that first week and a half is the hardest. If you can make it through that, then you can keep going.
Sorry.
But
Josh Perry says jazzercise with Shane.
I was ignoring that comment. I saw it. I smirked and laughed on the inside, but I didn't want, it out. Thanks, Eric.
Hey, you want to hear? I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden, my phone dings, my computer dings. I just got Jim CR 120 just subscribed to my channel. Woohoo! I got 18.
Yay!
No, Eric, dude, you're awesome, man. I don't honestly know. I mean, if you could figure out how to not use or learn what Jade already knows and learn that and then apply it to some videos, you'll be on up there in no time.
I seriously don't have the time that she puts into this. I mean, I was outside working on a van, getting it all lettered up, a new van that we bought for work. I was getting it all lettered up. I don't have it completely done. At 2 minutes to 7, well, 8 o'clock your time, we're running in here trying to log on to your show. So I mean, it's I don't have the time to put for video like she does. So I'll probably just log on and chat like you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love this. I'm so thankful every Tuesday when I get done, I see how many people have, added input on the chat. People watching, all of it's been unbelievable to me, but I don't want to say I'm burnt out on this. I'm running out of time. I'm up till almost midnight every night. It's just ridiculous. I need to get my priorities straight. I'm looking forward to the 2 hours during the week working out with my wife and spending that quality time with each other. The bathroom, I mean, I couldn't keep her out of there if I had to. She will be the first one in there and the last one to leave every single time. She's absolutely amazing when it comes to hard work and getting things done. And I think she does it because it pushes me to work harder and faster so I can make her look bad. I think she's outsmarted me, to be honest with you, because she goes in there and does that, and I work faster and harder, and the job gets done. She's happy because the job's done, and I'm happy because it's done. I'm just not happy that she's pushed me so damn hard. That's a true story.
Hey, Shane.
Yes, sir.
You realize you're making a commitment, man, because when we see you in a month, we're going to expect to see some results.
Where are we seeing each other in a month?
Yeah, well, I'm saying if you're taking a break or whatever. Oh, you're going to do the first. Oh, yeah. So all this gym stuff, man. We're going to want to see.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. It takes an average of 6 weeks to start seeing progress. Just so you know.
All right. There's another commitment. I'm writing that down. 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got another question. Are we going to have to increase the size of your wing with all this bulk?
Probably.
No, because I'm in the middle of my weight class of the weight limit or the whatever it's called, the specs. I'm right dead center in the middle. And that was before I lost weight. I was 238. I'm down to 212 now. So, I mean, once I lose all my extra fat and start gaining muscle, maybe I'll be happy around 215. But I just got to get rid of, honestly, I'll probably never get rid of my belly because I drink beer. It's called a beer belly for a reason. But I mean, I'm not fat. I just have extra fat. I'm just kidding. I'm like, my stomach is rock hard. I mean, I don't have like any real fat on me. I don't know where, I don't know. It's weird.
Don't they call that love
But
muscle?
Whoa,
Oh.
Linda. I can't gain or lose any weight in that area. What are you talking about?
The
Get off
beer
your
belly.
wine.
The beer belly.
I don't.
That's like an 80s thing where they used to say that.
Yeah,
I
well,
love
the 2000 things, that's a different meaning.
Right now, I have a shed built over my very important tool, and I'm trying to
There you
lessen
go.
the size of my shed.
There you go. Okay then.
So, see, I haven't even flown since I got back from Georgia with Mark. I haven't even flown. I could have flown possibly Sunday. Slow Days was in here earlier. I was supposed to fly with him. I woke up at 5:45 and looked at the winds. It didn't look great on Ryan Carlton. So I messaged him, said, hey, it didn't look good. I'm going back to bed. He messaged me at like at 2:00 in the afternoon, said, dude, it was like no wind launch. Everything was butter air. And I was like, oh, that'll teach me for listening just to one app. So yeah, I still haven't even flown. I work late all this week, so I don't even get off work till 5:30, 6:00 every night. So with my long week, which is this week, happens every 4 or 5 weeks. If I go to the gym after I get off work at 5:30, 6:00, that means I'm not getting home till 8:30, dinner by 9:30, bed at 10:30. Yeah, that's not going to be, that'll have to, I don't know. But I plan to start walking my fat dog, who obviously looks like he hasn't been walked in a while because he's out of shape, other than his big fat head. So anybody done any flying? Last
We were going to
weekend?
go tonight. We were going to go tonight, but figured that we would do the lettering on the van instead. And we also wanted to get that all, or be back for this show. So we didn't go. Our next opportunity will be possibly Thursday, but we are going to be getting ready for a fly-in down southern Wisconsin that we'll be going to. And this is a new fly-in out of an airfield. I know nothing about it. So, oh yeah, we told the guy that we're coming down here, and he said, well, you know, we're going to be camping at the south end of the runway and just set your tent up there. And I said, well, I'm going to bring a fifth wheel down. He actually he wanted to know the specs of the fifth wheel, and he had to make a frame from a trailer. Yeah, hay wagon. That was the physical size of the fifth wheel. And he had to cut all the branches going into his runway so I would fit in there. I thought that was super cool. And he has video. He sent me video of his little trailer that he made just so I will fit. So I thought
that is
yeah, that was pretty nice of him to do. So yeah, so now we have to go.
So is it just going to be you two, or is there other people going?
God, I hope there's other people going and we're just not the only nitwits showing up at somebody's farm. But it's,
Well, I'm asking you that because it sounded like you were the only one going, but you said a fly-in. So
they,
how far is it from your house?
oh, it's from our house, it's 3.5 hours, but they're trying to make it a big event, and that's why they've invited basically everybody from our school where we went. They're inviting some of the other people from the other schools, and they would like to have a large fly-in. So I know nothing about it. All I know is we're
Is that
scheduled to show up there
is it this weekend or next weekend?
this weekend.
Well, you should have got some info. We could have dropped it on Monday night show, could have dropped it on tonight's show, and could have dropped it tomorrow night.
It's in Whitewater, Wisconsin. That's all I know.
Man. You could have made it. Is it anything on Facebook or anything?
Yeah, let me look here. Talk about something else, I'll find it.
Hey, Jade, can we talk about how bad Eric is prepared for tonight's information that we are asking of him?
Hey, get used to this. This is how your new Tuesday night show is gonna go.
Put the show on hold for 15 minutes while you look something up.
He's
Yeah.
gonna see how stressed I get on
No.
Wednesday nights on trying to connect it to YouTube.
I
He's
ain't gonna
gonna,
get stressed.
oh,
No, as long as he does it the way I do it, just simply hit go live on YouTube and just let it just fly by the seat of your pants. It'll be fine. There's no stress involved. Trust me.
He'll have plenty of support too, right? I mean, Jade, you're going to support his show, like, you know, he supports yours, right?
right. Yes.
Hey, maybe tomorrow night, Jade, you can drop your husband's channel and explain to everybody that he's going to be hosting on his own channel Tuesday night hangouts.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't
I got
forget
this, hold on. I want you, I'm gonna try to screen share. Hey, this is good practice. Let me screen share this. Let's see. How the hell do I do this? Okay, screen share. I know I gotta put optimized video. Okay, can you see anything or no? How about now?
Nope. Nope.
How about now?
Yes.
All righty.
Yes, it says you start
Here's
screen
the
sharing.
this is the video that he sent.
And here we have beginning of the video pulling in. We got plenty wide culvert here, so shouldn't have any issues there.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Just stick to the.
Is that supposed to
stick
be
to the
as high
center of
as
the
your trailer?
driveway. No issues here.
He said yes, but it doesn't look like. Maybe I gave him the wrong message.
Bar up there.
Oh yeah, he has a top bar right here.
I think taller than that might be okay, but
Can I make
you
this
might
bigger?
want to check.
Yeah, you go to
Do a little bit more trimming yet of some of these thicker branches.
Oh well. I'm trying to stop share. I don't know.
Eric, hey Eric, I'm not starting my projects or working out this week. So what's the closest airport? Maybe I could fly up and hang out.
There you go. Man, I don't know how to take this. What the hell?
I'm supposed to go to Wauchula this weekend. I don't know if anybody in the chat going to be around. If the weather's good, I'm heading to Wauchula Friday after work.
There you go.
Krista going?
Yes. Yeah, she keeps trying to convince me that pulling the cargo trailer, which only weighs 2,000 pounds and I only get 100 miles, 75 to 100 miles on a tank of fuel more than pulling my 8,500 pound 33-foot camper to wherever we go. And I'm like, we don't have Lear money. I mean, holy crap. 100 miles is 100 miles further. So if she's like, yeah, well, I don't know why we went to Georgia. We didn't bring the big camper. I was like, because it was just you and I, and what's the difference? I mean, you got this little, which we still, thank God, we still have not used that little porta potty thing. We still haven't used it. I'm so thankful.
You haven't
God,
had to
would
clean
drive
it.
me nuts. No, I haven't.
Still has the tag on it.
It still has a tag on it, dude. Matter of fact, when I was in Georgia with Mark, Krista always makes it this big ordeal. I don't know why. She always makes it a big ordeal. She has to have something on the side of the air mattress as a nightstand to put her phone on or whatever. I'm like, what? Why? What's the big deal? I literally pushed that toilet next to the bed and used it as a nightstand when I was in Ohio by myself, or Georgia by myself. And I chuckled every night before I went to bed. I was like, it's the dumbest thing ever. But I'm using it because she would be proud of me for whatever reason. And I tried to guilt trip her. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how many times I tried to guilt trip her into coming with us. And that girl's a workaholic, man. She's like, I can't leave work. I just can't do it. I'm like, why not? She won't do it. I had to go pick her up in West Virginia for Ohio because she wouldn't get off work early and go with me. So, but I will tell you, everything has to be done with that bathroom before December 7th because she's having surgery, carpal tunnel surgery. And yeah, she'll be home alone and she will not stop bothering me about the bathroom because she'll be bored with nothing to do. It's going to be horrible for some of us. Eric, you want to come down then when she's home, like just miserable and can't go nowhere? It'll be fun.
Anytime, man. I'm there. Anytime you want us to come down, we'll be there.
When is she having the surgery?
December 7th. She'll be out of work for 3 weeks.
Jade's actually looking in her little book here.
I saw that. You guys come down, we go camping somewhere because she'll be the first couple days will probably be horrible for her, but after that she'll be good to go.
We'll be camping on your bathroom floor, putting tile down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What are you laughing
listen,
at, Will?
tile,
You got the wax ring in your hand to set that down.
The wax wing.
The wax wing.
I will tell you, it is a relatively small bathroom floor. I'm taking the tub out and redoing the tile on the wall and putting in a walk-in shower. But the tile, I think there is only, 16, maybe 14 to 16, 16-inch tiles that covers the floor. So it's not a very big bathroom. Quick, easy, simple little thing. It's just the shower thing's gonna take forever because I got tile the wall all the way to the ceiling. And she still has to pick out the tile for the flooring of the shower. That'll take forever. I'll have to carry around a piece of tile that we've already bought so she can match the floor tile with the tile that goes on the bottom of the tub or the shower. It'll be super awesome. Oh, did I tell you we have to put in a built-in seat? So if anybody needs to shave their legs, apparently that's a thing. You got to build one of those too. Super, super excited.
You gonna put in a bidet or whatever they call it?
No, if you want that, you just go outside of the garden hose and it's got a little sprayer on it.
I wanted it. I was just asking. Hey, I got.
Yeah, I built my mat.
Huh?
When we redid our bathroom, my wife wanted a little seat too. So what we did is we put a cement brick in there and tiled around the brick. So that's her little seat, is a brick that has tile around it. Turned out pretty nice.
Well, my master bedroom, I ended up putting in 2 shower heads and she wanted a seat in there, but I didn't put a seat in there. She's got 2 shower heads. That's all you need.
Okay, it took me this long to find this, so This is, hold on. It says October 1st because they started it last week. It was a week-long thing, but they're not doing the actual fly-in until today. No, this weekend, sorry.
Eric, drop that link in the chat.
Hey, you're lucky I got this far. How am I supposed to do that now?
That's what Jade said.
No, you know what, Mark? I'm busting out Mark. Okay, Mark, I know you can hear me. Mark McElroy, you look at him laugh. He comes out here. This is what I get from him today.
I gotta see this.
Oh, he's being called out, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to call him out. He
Be
goes,
nice. Be nice.
I saw where Jade was talking about you on Facebook. And of course, I text him back because I have no idea what he's talking. I said, yeah, everybody talks about me. Bunch of haters. And he refers back to a post that Jade put on.
Here we go.
That, hold on, because I have to stop this.
You're losing the audience, Eric.
That's all right. It's
Yeah,
get
you're
used to
dropping
it.
off like
It's the new
flies.
Tuesday
Yeah,
night
man.
thing. All right. Get used to it. How do I stop my choose background? Here we go. All right. Hold on. So this was the post.
You got to
where
turn
he
the
said,
phone
oh,
around.
Jade was talking about you. And you can't see it.
Yeah, there's no proof now. Forget this whole story. Go ahead.
It says it may have lasted 30 seconds. And it's a picture of the sunset. And I'm like, I didn't understand it. And then I read it and I'm like, all right, I got it now. So no, it lasted more than 30 seconds, ma'am. Maybe 40.
Hey, Jim CR120 wants to make sure I waterproof the border of the tile in the tub where the water likes to seep, and don't let water seep to the subfloor. This is probably 100th bathroom I've remodeled. It's not like I have experience, I guess you could say, in doing these. I just don't like working on my. I can work on other people's stuff and make it absolutely immaculate. And when it comes to my own stuff, I'm like, I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. I hate working on my own stuff. It's horrible. But I got it all figured out. It's all drawn up in my head how it's going to be, kind of. But yeah, I just don't want to do it. I'm just so tired. No, I'm going to, and I have a thing in life that I don't work on the weekends. I come home on any given day that my yard needed to be mowed. After work, I would mow it, so I didn't have to do stuff on. So I don't have to do stuff on the weekends. I don't cut trees. I don't pull weeds. I don't do anything on the weekend. The weekend is for me and my family. And my wife always does laundry on Sunday, which drives me nuts. I'm like, why don't you do it when you come home from work? Like throw a load in one night and then throw another load in the next night and laundry's done. She does it all on Sundays. Drives me nuts. I don't know why she does it, but I refuse to work on the weekends. I used to do work 7 days a week, and I just burn out of it. I'm done with it. I'll work when I get home after work, and I'll work until 10, 11 o'clock, and then I'll go to bed. Somewhere in there, I'll do cooking and taking a shower. Shouldn't be all that bad.
Yeah, so nobody likes working on their own house.
No, I can't stand it. When the guy came to tile my floor, I pulled all the quarter round up, and when he left, I put it all back. I still never have caulked it or filled in the nail holes or nothing. It's just literally put back, but it's not finished. Like I just can't do it. If you ask me to go fly this weekend, I got plenty of energy to go do that.
Yeah, well, we'll just all show up at your place.
Hey, can I share something with you guys?
Oh yeah.
I was just asking. I don't have anything to share. I was just asking if I could. Now, hold on. Let me get.
Oh yeah, you can share whatever you like.
Yep,
Okay.
you're definitely
But,
a candidate for the new Tuesday night show.
Absolutely. We'll fly on Tuesday.
Let's see here.
All
right, attempt number 4. Attempt number 4.
Let's see.
All right, attempt number 4.
Stop that. And now I can screen share. And I have to optimize the video. Here. And optimize. So I had anyone who knows experiencing somebody's very first flight is just, man, it's just freaking thrilling. But this guy tried, this is his 4th attempt at launching today. And we were, you can see the people standing around. We were actually scattered all over the field. But the hooting and hollering, it was just awesome. So.
All right, attempt number 4. Let's see how it goes.
Guy's name is Chris Castleberry.
Yeah, I was there for Nick Griffith's first flight, Vail, North Carolina.
Yeah, I was too.
Good.
I've been there.
Oh, don't sit down, brother.
Isn't that a good feeling? You know, I mean,
that's what it's all about right there.
Yeah.
That's that man's first flight ever.
So, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Anyone who flies paramotors knows the feeling of that first flight, and even down to the let me stop sharing. Even down to the giving it gas, not giving it gas, giving it gas, not giving it gas. I mean, did I stop screen sharing? Yeah. I could just totally relate, you know. Awesome feeling.
Hey, Will, Jim CR120 wants to know where that was.
Burlington area. It was in the Burlington area. I don't know the exact address. I just punch it in GPS and it's
Is that where you're coming back from tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Brooke
That's
Sheffield was there. Our buddy Brian Waller, he was there. He had a part in that guy's success too, because he was working with him in kiting and stuff. So it's always a neat thing to see. I get, oh, well,
yeah,
while you're talking, let me pull something else up.
So who in here, I'm sure everybody in here remembers their first flight. For me personally, oops, Will.
And I'll tell you,
Will.
Sorry.
I wouldn't run for anything that looked.
Sorry.
I know for my first flight, when I got into the seat and I made that first right to circle back around, I was hooting and hollering, and Lauren Michaels came over the radio. He was like, "You must be happy because we can hear you all the way down here hooting and hollering." I didn't stop for probably 3-4 minutes. I was just so thrilled with being up there. And then what else better to do on your very first flight? What to go through some fog that was rolling in. Not the fog that's on the ground, but the stuff that's like in a line. It's real thin, but you can see the fog rolling in itself. And I hit that, and I hit a bunch of bumps in there, and I just giggled the entire time. I wasn't scared until after I came down and landed, and then many flights later, I started feeling the bumps, and all of a sudden I got scared of bumps for whatever reason. But my very first flight, I probably took the hardest hit of bumps from that little cloud or whatever it was rolling in. You could see it coming. The cloud was just turning. You could see it coming right at you. And I flew right into it, had major bumps and laughed about it. But some reason after that, I got nervous of bumps. Now, after the SIV, I'm all good. I don't care about them now.
Yeah, I think my first flight was fun. Yeah, I don't know if I've shared it, but I had a motor out, but it was enjoyable. I mean, every flight is absolutely just awesome when your feet leave the ground or when your wheels leave the ground. It's unreal.
Would
And
you
it's
like to
something
see
you can't,
reaction?
it's hard to explain to people. You know, I was talking to somebody today. I went through Culver's. You don't know what Culver's is. Anyways, so I went to go get lunch and I went through a drive-through and the lady saw my paramotor guy hanging from my mirror of my truck. And she asked, she goes, "Oh, do you do that?" And I said, "Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, you should try it." And she's like, "Oh no, I'd be scared." And every time somebody says that, I remember Jade being totally terrified of this thing. But now I've created somebody that you can't keep on the ground. And it's like it's just it's a escape from life, you know, our everyday mundane life that we live. We can go up there and we don't even think about that day. We're thinking about what we're doing at that time.
Yeah, I am always truly impressed. I listen to Jade talk on the shows and in person about being petrified and scared and nervous and this and that. Then you watch the girl take off and land, and she's just a boss every time that she does it. It truly is impressive. Eric, you're okay. I mean, I'm you know, I think you're a good pilot and all, but Jade, all jokes aside, Jade is a boss. Eric is damn good too. It always amazes me when I see her take off, and I'm like, this chick was just saying how nervous she was, scared someone's gonna, if she messes up, she's gonna be laughed at. This is, I'm like, bye, Jade. See you later. She does it every damn time.
Can I show you the guys' reaction now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Man, I'll tell you, I wouldn't run for anything that wasn't important.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Oh, that was awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You got a smile on your
That was
face,
fun.
don't you?
That was amazing.
It's off, dude.
Thank you.
Nice job. Congratulations, Brooke. Well,
thank you, Brooke.
It's a team effort.
Thank you, man. Absolutely.
That's the fastest I've ran in a long time. Yeah, man, he landed all the way down at the end of the field, and I really, really, really wanted to get his reaction because I know the feelings just I don't know, it's amazing.
Let me tell you, those little 9 bots get you across the field really quick. It's awesome.
Yeah, but my battery died, unfortunately, so I had to do it the old-fashioned way.
What? Use your feet? Who does that?
Yeah, my feet, both of them. Yeah, man.
So do we want to? Hey, do we want to throw the link in the chat and go to an after show for a little bit, last 30 minutes or so, or do we just want to stay doing this?
Hey,
it don't matter to me. I just need to make sure that everybody knows next Tuesday night you need to go to ppgericlear.com on YouTube, like and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification so that you know when Eric's going live at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time on his show for the Tuesday night hangouts.
Yep,
And I will
Jade
be
said
back.
she's going to put a reminder in on YouTube.
All right,
I
and
don't
I
know
will
what that
I
means,
will
but she just said that.
I will tell you this much, Eric. She hasn't offered that for my show in the past. I'm just saying.
Hey, you're
No
talking
matter
about
how
the
much-
girl that didn't even promote your show last week. I can't believe it. Unreal.
I know. I forgot all about that. I take everything I said back earlier.
Right.
Eric, you're the best. You're the best trike flyer I've ever seen. Holy hell.
She
I think I'm gonna call it a night right now. I'm going to go and hang out with the family for a little bit. And Shane, give me a holler sometime tomorrow. We can chat about some stuff.
Well, you call me when you're not busy because I'm at work and I got ample amount of time to talk on the phone. So you
Sounds
call
good.
me when you get
I'll call you then. All right. Sounds
All
good,
right.
buddy. Y'all have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Jim CR120 wants another link to Eric's show. The link, there's no link yet. It just is PPG. Oh, it's not Eric Lear. It's ppglear.com, correct, Mr. Eric?
Yes.
Why did you put your name before your PPG Lear? Just put in ppglear.com.
Space PPG.
Really? Oh, that's difficult. Why is it that? Eric, ppglear.com.
No, just ppglear.com.
Okay. Oh, Jade did that. She's always used to saying your name first because
I went
she's
to
gotta
his
get your-
page and that's what it says.
Does it really? All right, so it's ppglear.com. He will be doing Tuesday night shows, Tuesday night hangouts on his channel, except for the first Tuesday of every month, just to make it complicated for everybody. If you're a diehard hangout guy, girl, then you'll find us. If you hit the bell and subscribe, then you'll know every time we come on which one of us is on. Correct, Eric?
I do have a question. I am actually talking to the guy that makes these paramotor guys right now. He does have 10 that are available. He's making more as we speak because he's not flying that much right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll get 8 or 10 of them. I don't want to take every one of them away from him because other people may want some too. And then if anybody would like one, just reach out to me and we'll get them sent off to you.
Kelby, we were going to do an after show, but no one really kind of suggested it. So we're just going to hang out here until the next 27 minutes. And then we're going to go, I'm going to go get a shower. I'm going to shave my face a little bit. Apparently my wife, after forever, has just told me not that she doesn't like it when I shave my face completely, which is, this is, I shaved my face completely right before I left to go to Hodges Field with Mark. And this is all that's grown on my face since then. This is no trimming. There's nothing else that grows but what you see. That's all it grows. And that's all as much as grown since I've been back. So I don't have that coolness like Eric does. I'm a hairless man. I'm hairless, dude. That's all there is to it. Nick Griffiths wants to know, where do we send the money for PPG dude?
What I will do is let me get a hold of him, Nick. And then we will discuss that. It'll probably be through PayPal or Insta chat, or I don't know what you kids use these days. Yeah.
I have to add in shipping. We're gonna have to add in shipping on that price too, Eric.
And handling.
Yeah, just
and processing.
Well, I'm not. Trust me, I ain't making no money on these.
I think something bad just happened inside my beer fridge. Don't open it. I heard a lot of stuff going on in there.
Tony's comment.
Saying, Shane, about your fridge. Are you talking about your fridge?
Yeah, I think something just spilled over in there or something. I don't know. I'll deal with it after this.
Oh, Lord.
If I can clean up dog crap, I can fill up. All right, I can clean up whatever just filled up the bottom of my fridge. I'm sure.
That's the worst, too. That's the worst. Refrigerator spills.
No, did you not hear about the dog crap that I had to clean up today? That's way worse than anything you can.
Yeah, I'm eating. I don't want to hear that story again.
I know. I've been there, done that with when I had my doggies. I totally, yeah. Some days you come home from work and you're just like tired and you don't care, and then you look and you're like, why? Why?
So Nick wants to know to find out about the show next week. Do they go to the same place or YouTube? Same notification?
Okay.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna go to Eric's channel for Tuesday nights, which is Eric, or actually,
ppglear.com.
So it's only ppglear.com. That will be the Tuesday night, and I believe I will be jumping on. I will put up my tripod and just point the camera into the bathroom, and you guys can watch the show. I'll put myself on mute, and you guys can just watch the chaotic me screaming and hollering about the last guy that did the bathroom, which was me.
Sounds like a plan.
I am really dreading. So when you put a bathtub in, you got to drop the tile, which is I put backer board over the lip of the tub. So that backer board's got to get cut, and then I've got to put in new backer board. I'm probably going to end up taking all of the backer board back out because I'm not sure I want to seam that low on the walls. If you ever do get a leak in the tile or through the grout or whatever, and there's a seam down low, you could end up getting, the seam through or penetrate into the walls, and I don't want that. So I may end up have to take out, if for some reason I can somehow get that little lip off the tub without destroying the wall, I don't know. I'm still gonna have a seam there, so I don't know. It's just gonna, we'll work at it. We'll find out together. How about that? Should be a nightmare.
That backer board's heavy too. I know when I was working at Home Depot, they came out with, because we, these guys are coming flipping houses and stuff. We sell tons of that stuff. But then they came out with like a lighter backer board. So I don't know, but yeah, that stuff's not fun to work. Not fun. It's heavy.
Yeah, I know with the seams that I had on the backer board before, I filled with silicone and then did the tape over it, and then just to avoid any kind of seepage, but you never know. We're going to find out what kind of job I did when I go tearing into this, because that will all show.
Yeah. You'll do good. Just YouTube or Google everything. How do I do this?
What did I just Google today or YouTube today? Oh my God, what was it? Oh, I can't remember now. Holy crap. Oh, all right. So for those of you guys that follow me on Facebook, I don't have too many people on Facebook that I actually haven't never met. If I've met you, then half the time I'll accept it or what have you, or friends request. But I have a new yard cat at work. I've adopted this cat. Here in Brevard County, they capture wild cats. They'll spay and neuter them, and then they nip the tip of one ear off. That lets anybody that's trapping cats let them know that the cat has already been fixed, and they just kind of let them roam free. And instead of capturing them and euthanizing them and stuff, they just let them back out in the wild. They can't reproduce, so it's perfectly fine. So when I first started befriending this cat, which, by the way, his name or her name is Little Effer. because the first time I met the cat, I was petting it as I fed it, and it was all nice and everything. And then I was petting it and it bit me, and I said, "You little effer." And then that's just been its name ever since. So anyways, I literally YouTube, yeah, why do cats like bite or whatever? Because I'll be petting this thing, and even the cat that I have here, Howard, you're petting him, and all of a sudden he just turns around and bites you. I'm like, what the hell is that? And so YouTube literally today, why do cats bite? Like, just for no reason. I was laughing when I was searching it. I was like, seriously, this will never pop up on YouTube. There's hundreds of freaking why do cats bite videos. I was like, okay, now we've gone too far. But what was it I looked up the other day? Good Lord, what was it I was cooking? I was cooking something for the very first time, and there's only 2 videos. Oh, what the heck was it?
Oh,
I got to remember what I was. Let me look at my history, my search history for.
yeah, that's what I do. I Google everything. I'm not showing up like, what the heck? What's going on with my knee? Oh, I better Google it. Why is my knee doing that? And then they'll say this and this and this, whatever.
Hold on, I will find it.
Going through 1,000.
Oh, that's how to smoke beef knuckle. No one's probably ever heard of the cut beef knuckle.
I have.
It's freaking. Actually, Linda, I think you were supposed to ask your dad or something about
how
to smoke.
We talked about that one night at dinner.
Yes, it was beef knuckle. I looked at the piece of meat. I was like, man, this thing looks pretty good. It's got some good marbling to it, blah, blah, blah. So before I bought it, I looked on YouTube of how to smoke it. And literally there was only 2 videos of how to smoke beef knuckle. And they're 2 opposite ends. One says to cook to the internal temperature of like 125 or something. The other one, they were cooking like a brisket and got the temperature of the internal temperature of like 205. I went with the 205, and I don't want to say it was ruined, but I think it would have been way better, more tender at the 125, 130 internal temperature, which what I'll do next time.
Now you said that was the brisket?
No, beef knuckle.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's called beef knuckle.
Right. So that brisket that we did at Purdon's came out real good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since then I found a brisket, I bought it, and Jade and I made it, and my internal temperature got to 205. And I wrapped it when the temperature got to 160 or something like that. I wrapped it in aluminum and then stuck it back on the smoker until it got to 200. I think I overcooked it. So,
well, you want to cook it till 200 to 205. And when you put the meat probe in to get the internal temperature, if you poke around, what you're looking for is the resistance of putting that meat probe into like a tub of butter. Like you want it to just kind of slide in there. Once you've made it through the tinfoil, you want it just to kind of slide in with the resistance of that meat probe going into like butter. So 205 is fine. It's not exact science. It literally depends on your, like when you're probing it, the resistance is what you're looking for.
So if it's still tough, do you just cook it longer?
If it's not as tender as you're hoping for, then yeah, you cook it a little longer. But you want to check different spots of it. You're going to get some spots that are going to be real tender, really quick, and then like the flat will be it'll cook quicker than the point. So you kind of probe around the point more than you do the flat, because the flat's always going to cook faster. But it's, I don't know. The one I did in Ohio, I think I overcooked it. I think the internal temperature got up to like 210, 215 or something.
Yeah, but that turned out
which
really
kind of
good.
That was
You
delicious.
know, it was good, but it could have been better if I would have pulled it sooner and not let it get up to 210, 215. So how much tenderizing do you have to do to
Yeah, so beef knuckle, there's some confusion on that. That's actually a joint, right?
No. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll screen share this real quick. There it is. All right, so let me go ahead and start screen sharing, because you guys are gonna flip out about this. Literally, hold on, let me move this out of my way because it drives me nuts. How to smoke the perfect beef knuckle, hickory smoked beef knuckle. And then you've got another beef knuckle here, and then that's it. Oh, there's one here. So this was 3 weeks ago. See, look at these. This is from a year ago, 3 years ago, a year ago. So I did this about 2 months ago. So this one wasn't even the eat it barbecue. That one wasn't even on 3 weeks ago. Here's one. This is a rotisserie, but that's not smoking it. So there's just a handful of videos about smoking beef knuckle. So they say it's a roast of some sort. I don't know. It was absolutely delicious though. I didn't mind it at all.
So I guess it looks like there's a beef knuckle and then the meat, whatever attached to it, maybe that's the roast.
There was no bone in it. It was no bone in it at all. So I don't know where
So what would it be close to? Like a ribeye or?
No, it was more like maybe a top sirloin. It had good fat in it, but not as much as a ribeye by any means.
So if you go and ask for that from the butcher, is he going to slap you?
Well, what?
Exactly.
I will tell you though, I would do it again, but I wouldn't do it as far as the internal temperature getting up to 205. I think I'd stop at the one, make it more like a roast, and stop at like 125, 130, which would still be a little bit of a overcooked roast. But I think with the size of it, because it was like 12 or 13 pounds of just a big section of meat. I mean, it was, and it didn't cost all that much. I want to say I paid 25 or 30 bucks for it.
Well, Tony says he won't eat anything that has knuckle in it. But how about butt? How about Boston butt?
Yeah, Boston butt's good.
Yeah, it's not really the butt though. Kind of sounds like it, I guess.
I don't know. Well, we are counting down the last 10 minutes. Anybody got anything in the chat they want to bring up before we get going here? I am happy and I'm sad of not doing Tuesday nights every night or every week. I do look forward to, now I haven't decided. Will, you tell me what you think. should I do Paramotor Man Adventures as a separate video, or should I use it the first, the intro, if you will, of the Tuesday night show once a month?
I would do it separate, man. I would make it its own entity. And then that, but I mean, you could always bring him on as a guest star.
Oh, I know. Listen, okay, so let me tell you guys my ideas. All right. I've been trying to come up with a voice for him because I'm literally going to use my my helmet, which is going to look awesome when I'm at the beach or whatever, with my freaking flight helmet on, talking through it. And then later I'm going to take video or sounds from my videos, previous videos of the engine noise and stuff, and add that in to the, so you kind of hear like the motor turning, if you will, as he's flying.
Wait,
The reason
hold
I
on.
asked
Are you-
Eric for,
are you going to be wearing your helmet at the beach?
yes,
With his bikini.
what it's called a mankini.
The mankini.
Whatever.
And are you going to be getting into a very, very short school bus when you?
No, but Krista will have
Oh,
me
Lord.
on one of those kids. Well, Krista will have me on one of those kids' leashes. You know, it's like a chest harness with the leash on the back, and then so I don't get too far out in the water. But the trouble I'm having is fixing the GoPro securely and the Paramotor Man to the selfie stick, because the camera is going to be behind the Paramotor guy, and then vice versa. So it's kind of like a chase cam, if you will. And then I'm going to turn the Paramotor Man around and just walk backwards with the selfie stick so you can see him flying, which would be in the video forward, and have him, you know. So, all right. So here's my idea. And you guys, let me go ahead for the last 7 minutes to get your guys' ideas. So I want him to think he's a normal sized person, but he's really tiny. So when I take my 12-foot selfie stick and he's flying high, he's like, oh man, I'm almost at a mile high because he's really tiny. But for us, he's just 12 foot in the air. And then for him to launch off the beach or whatever, it's going to be more like large rocks instead of sand because he's so small. I don't know. I just have all these different little ideas and I don't know how to really put in context of what to.
Green screen it, Shane. You green screen.
I thought about that too.
You green screen. Well, you could go do the background first, and then you green screen your little dude, and then you put the little dude on that background.
Yeah, but would it be cooler to see him flying through trees, which are really just weeds? And
you can still add that stuff afterwards. I mean,
I'll have to get with you, Bill, and get some poke your brain, because I'm all over the place with it. Like I have all these ideas and how to do it. Hey, Jim, CR120 put, okay, for Google search, the beef knuckle is part of just forward of the rear leg. The brisket is in the chest area. The flank is rearward of that. Then the beef knuckle behind that. So that's where a beef knuckle comes from. Anyways, back to Paramotor Man. I don't know what kind of voice to use. Do I want a little squeaky voice, or do I want like a ridiculously deep, like deep voice that makes him like a gigantic person, but he's tiny? I have no idea.
I don't know, but you could really go far with that. Like you could like bring in a girlfriend, you know, or a mother-in-law, or I mean, you could do a lot of stuff with that.
What if his girlfriend liked flamingos? That would be awesome.
Huh. There'll be something like, well, we flying that paramotor thing. Why don't you come down and spend time with me? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my goodness.
What was that?
What are you doing there, Linda? What
Linda,
just
what
turned
was
on,
that?
Linda?
I think I heard something vibrate.
Things that make you go,
Sorry, guys.
He's smiling.
Oh my God.
Holy
Leave it to Linda.
I know. I'm telling you, I'm moving stuff around here, and I forget that wire is very touchy. Just bump it. Like, ah. Oh, yeah.
La 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 la.
Hey, Will, I know I used this line last night, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it again. Never saw that coming.
Oh, golly gee.
Oh man.
Angela,
Too far.
Angela wants you to expound on Mankini.
Oh, look at what's his name? What's his name?
Brian Waller?
No. No. Broski. What is his name, dude? It's
You're not thinking Borat.
yeah, Borat. He does the Mankini, doesn't he?
I think so.
I don't know who Borat is, so I couldn't answer that.
Tony, what do you talk about mother-in-law with a sick, twisted thoughts? Is that? I don't know what he meant by that.
Mother-in-law with, because I said you could introduce like other characters, like a girlfriend or a mother-in-law. So you say mother-in-law with a sick, twisted thoughts.
Well, my mother-in-law with a sick, twisted thought thought she'd text me at 6:30 this morning to tell me that she loves me and something else at 6:30 in the morning.
Linda, what are you screen sharing with us?
Yeah, Linda, what are you doing, Linda? My God. There's your Mankini.
That's funny. Oh my God.
$35.99. There's not enough material there to cost $36.
Yeah, but just imagine one of those guys with the aviation helmet on, carrying a 12-foot sub, little
I'd rather
paramotor
not
down
have
the end of
that. I don't want to have that vision.
I'd like to see Mark McElroy in one of those with his helmet on while he's doing the what is it? The Mark Mackey maneuver.
Oh yeah, the wingtip cage drag on takeoff. Oh yeah, that is a phenomenal move. I'm not sure.
I don't see that happening.
Well, that's
Mark's like, how did I get dragged into this?
You won't see it because it'll be on you. You're not looking in the mirror, but we'll all see it.
Jim CR 120 says, just say no.
It's like, do not go there.
I will tell you one of my favorite most things that happened at Hodges Field, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I don't even know. It's coming out of my trailer in the morning, watching McElroy with his t-shirt on, his flannel pajama pants tucked into his rubber boots, walking his little dog. I'm telling you, every morning I just sat there and I just giggled. I was like, he looks ridiculous. And
I'm just there to entertain you.
You do not have to ask the question, are we not entertained? Because I totally was. I giggled and giggled every time. And he was just standing there just like, yeah, this is my dog. Best part was we go to Walmart to get these rubber boots. He complains that they're $22. Then he goes and walks his dog what he considers 3 country miles. His dog does not do any business. So Mark changes out of his rubber boots, puts on his regular shoes that he hates to get wet, and then commences to walking his dog in the wet grass again, just to end up with wet feet and $22 less.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's it on the nail.
Friends, Mark.
What's that?
Need new friends.
Yeah, at least better ones.
Oh, my goodness, man.
It's not all about the fashion. It's just about getting out there in the morning, walking your dog, you know, just keep your feet warm.
Now,
and
is
do what you
anybody-
gotta do.
Now, is anybody asking me why I'm going to Wauchula and nowhere else this weekend? Anybody?
Why?
Because I didn't get an invite to Georgia, so I'm going to Wauchula. Just so you know.
What's going on in Georgia?
I was going to the mansion of McElroy Mansion, and I didn't get an invite, so I'm just going to Wauchula. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Whoa.
where is Wauchula?
Florida.
It is about 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes from my house. Because Lake Wales is right at 2 hours, I think, 2 hours and 45 minutes from my house. So it's a little bit further west, but not too much further. I mean, we literally flew from Wauchula to Avon Park, which is just south of Aviators. I mean, you can make it there in, I think, 30 minutes or something like that by paramotor. So it's not that bad. I do love the little town. I'm actually looking forward to getting up Saturday, going and flying, coming back. Eventually, when Krista wakes up, going back through the little town that we have to go through to get to Wauchula Airport. It's a quaint little town, and I would just love to go spend the time with my wife there, because it's one of those little towns that they have all kind of different little stores and stuff. And I think it'd be interesting for us to go and just hang out for the day, and then of course be back in time to go fly in the afternoon. Just saying.
That's
Isn't
where
that where One Up is?
PPG Gorilla. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, no, One Up is at where Aviators is at Lake Wales.
Which one's
PPG Gorilla.
Go ahead.
PPG Gorilla's out of Wauchula. I think One Up was at Wauchula, but now they're at Lake Wales. DP trained at Lake Wales with One Up Adventures.
So they share a field?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is kind of curious how that works out, but when I was
They
there,
have
when
a
I went to
line
go see
down the middle.
yeah, right. You get that half of the runway, we'll take this half of the runway.
One of these days, I'm going to get down there and check out Aviator, see what they're all about.
For what? Like, what would you go down there for? Just to check them out?
Just to check it out, but just to see the field and.
Well, make a look at this guy's freaking air helmet. Golly, no, don't.
Is that new helmet? The new comms and stuff? That's cool.
Sure.
Hey, good news is you can fly directly into sunlight and it doesn't bother you. Just so you know.
Hey, look, every second that you see Sparks flying there is like $100 in his pocket.
Look at that.
Oh God, yeah.
That's all hearsay and rumor.
Hey, Will, when you plan on making a trip down, I mean, if you don't mind us staying in the Section 8 housing paratrailer or my camper, let me know. I'll meet you there and we can hang out for the weekend, because we can park out front of there.
Oh man, yeah, Section 8, I'm cool with it. That'd be all right.
It's not a Lear mansion or nothing, but you know.
Yeah, it's not what you're used to.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Look at that. I like your helmet, man. Seriously.
I don't know about you guys, but Mark just got a little bit more sexier, just so you know. I mean, Look at that guy.
By covering up my face.
I was going to go with the reflection of my face in your helmet. So, but all right, guys, it's after 10 o'clock. Let's finish this up. Eric Lear, where can we find you next Tuesday night?
You can find me at ppglear.com, and let's please not bug Mark. I mean, he's welding a motor mount for an airplane. I might be on that airplane at some time. I don't want him to skip something. But yes, we will be Tuesday night, ppglear.com. We'll see you then.
Will Fly, where we at, sir?
You can find me, Will Fly, on YouTube or willflyppg.com.
Linda, where can we find you?
Oh, yes, Paramount USA. You can find me on Thursday nights on paraglidingtalk.com with your host, Robert Michaels. Shenanigans welcome. Everybody jump in the chat. We always have an awesome night. I never know who the guest's gonna be till like the last minute, but it's all good. So yeah, I'll see y'all on Thursday. And
awesome block.
We'll see Jay tomorrow.
We have Mark with paralifeppg.com. You can find him on YouTube under paralifeppg.com. And then we have Miss Jade Lear. Where can we find you, young lady? You have to unmute yourself, young lady. Jade.
I know. I was trying to get him to turn his volume off. I know it is now. Anyway, you can find me tomorrow night with Never Trust a Skinny Chef, Shane's beautiful bride, Cupcake Krista, at paramotorgirl.com, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. And this week, again, we have an 18-year-old college student who is from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and she is already a pilot, and she's also a skydiving student, and she's going to, her dream, I guess, is to become a commercial pilot. So Mark, look out.
Awesome. And Ben is MIA, but I will tell you, you can find him on YouTube at, oh, there you, oh, just kidding. Ben, where can we find you at, sir?
I'll be on ppglear.com.
And he's got an awesome.
Well, what kind of YouTube channel? Yes, he's got an awesome YouTube channel, which you can find at, now, Ben, now.
Paramotor NC.
All right. Hey, and I want to thank Jeff, came on the guest at the beginning. I want to say I appreciate what you're doing. I thank you very much for all the kindness that you're trying to share, that you are sharing with the world, and helping kids with scholarships, and using my son, his name and his likeness for the scholarship. It truly is a blessing, and I'm very thankful for that. With that being said, guys, we will end the live stream, or the whatever this thing is called, the recording. And then I will see you guys tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. Everyone have a great night.